Hi, it's Fran from Living Your Greatest Life. Have you ever wondered what might happen if your child or children contact you? How are you going to deal with that? It would be absolutely amazing. I hope for those of you that it hasn't happened yet, and I say yet with the utmost positivity, I hope that you're still holding onto that hope. I hope that you're still remaining positive. For those of you who have maybe sent a message, text message, or sent something on social media and you've got a response. How amazing is that? How amazing is that? So you held on to that hope and eventually you got through with some sort of response. And, sometimes it can just be one message, or, maybe you'll get a message once in a year or once every 4 months if you're incredibly lucky. And sometimes no response doesn't necessarily mean anything really negative. No response after a response, don't lose hope. It doesn't mean that actually that's it. It feels very, very much like you're going back to the beginning, but just hold the faith and be patient, because the fact that you have got a response is a really, really positive thing. So for those of you that have had that, I'm really happy for you. For those of you that haven't, just hold on. So yeah, when you get this response, you just want to bombard your child or children with love and ask questions. What have you been doing? How's school? You might not even know what kind of hobbies they do or know anything about them, and that is really drastic. For a parent, it's so painful. And I know you can relate to this, having that big chunk of time where you may not even know where your child goes to school, because that might have been hidden from you and it might have been difficult to find. So basically you may just have this one message where you're reconnecting with your child and you don't even know who they are. And that's tough, but keep at it. So no response is not necessarily a negative thing at all. So yeah, it is very tempting to, keep bombarding the child or children with messages. But I think you need to really play it cool and give them lots and lots of space, because obviously on the other end of this, there's an incredible amount of guilt, probably the fact that they've contacted you probably against the alienating parents' wishes, and life can be very difficult, and they may have even had to lie to do that, so it's really, really hard. They're in a really hard a hard space, and part of your part there in the view to rebuilding that relationship is to, as hard as it is, and I know you want to do this, but to give them a safe space, because the space that they're currently in will be, manipulated, dominated. They won't be able to have their own thoughts and feelings. So I think it's really important in all of those communications to really show, really allow that child to be themselves and to express their own voice and opinion, as they should do. That's what a healthy parent would do. So just be mindful about what they're on the other end of, and also bear in mind that maybe that communication could be another attack against you. So be prepared for that, of course. And I can't remember who said it, but there is a professional that works in this area that mentions dripping love. And that's what I would advise you to do, to just drip love, just little, a few little kisses, a few little love you, or, whatever the case may be, as you would do normally, whatever's age appropriate for the child. And even if you're met with a barrage of abuse, because that's, it is an echo chamber and it will carry on. It's not just going to go away overnight, but just, try not to lose heart and lose hope, and just keep at it. And I'm not sure where to evidence this scientifically as such, so I couldn't really tie it in with any research, but I do believe that the more positively you think about this situation, the better result you will get. in the end, whether that's in terms of reconnection or in terms of trying to be you. Because as I've said in many of my videos, there still has to be you. You still need to do you. You still have to be not half a human being, you know, not a broken soul. You've got to be you. And it takes an amazing amount of strength to work through all that pain. But I think it's worth it, because at the end of the day, if your children are able to reconnect with you and, you know, you form that relationship again, that is what we really all want. That is the amazing result, and it can happen. I promise you it can happen. I cannot promise it's going to happen with you, but I can promise it has happened. I've been in that situation, and you just need to stick with it. So yeah, and so if you have been lucky enough to have those communications, I'm really, really pleased for you. Just keep them short and sweet. Keep them really child-centered, and, you know, try not to go into the past. Don't bombard them. And if you haven't had that, just keep positive and, you know, stay safe. Do something for you. Do something for you. Try to think about you, and I'll see you in my next video.